Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Monsieur le Président, au cours des derniers mois, la communauté internationale a exprimé presque à l'unisson son indignation et son inquiétude face à la montée du soi-disant État islamique en Irak et au Levant. ISIL has established a self-proclaimed caliphate, at present stretching over a vast territory roughly from Aleppo to near Baghdad, from which it intends to launch a terrorist jihad not merely against the region, but on a global basis. Indeed, it has specifically targeted Canada and Canadians, urging supporters to attack, quote, disbelieving Canadians in any manner, vowing that we should not feel secure even in our homes. Il serait facile de minimiser de telles déclarations en disant qu'elles sont le fait de quelques fanatiques, si ce n'était que cette organisation terroriste joint les actes à ses paroles. More shockingly, ISIL's words are matched by its actions. In the territory ISIL has occupied, it has conducted a campaign of unspeakable atrocities against the most innocent of people. It has tortured and beheaded children. It has raped and sold women into slavery. It has slaughtered minorities, captured prisoners, and innocent civilians whose only crime is being or thinking differently from ISIL. Indeed, by late last summer, ISIL stood on the brink of committing large-scale genocide in northern Iraq. C'est ce qui a poussé les alliés du Canada au sein de la communauté internationale, avec en tête le président Obama, à intervenir. Et nous, les Canadiens, nous sommes joints à cette intervention. On September 5th, I announced that members of the Canadian Army, in a non-combat role, would advise and assist security forces in Iraq battling the terrorists. Nous avions déjà commencé, avec l'aviation royale canadienne, à déplacer des armes et du matériel donnés par nos alliés vers les forces de sécurité dans le nord de l'Irak. And we indicated that Canada was prepared to do more. Today we are bringing forward a motion asking this House to confirm its confidence for a government decision to join our allies and partners, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Australia, Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, and likely others, in launching airstrikes against ISIL. En plus de ces frappes aériennes, le gouvernement du Canada, à la demande des autorités irakiennes et à la demande d'autres alliés et partenaires, continuera à fournir son assistance dans le cadre d'autres rôles de non-combat antiterroriste. We will also contribute one air-to-air refueling aircraft, to Aurora surveillance aircraft, and the necessary air crews and support personnel. In addition, we are extending the deployment in a non-combat role of the up to 69 members of the Canadian Army advising and assisting security forces in Iraq. There will, however, be no ground combat mission, which is explicitly ruled out in the resolution. Il n'y aura pas de mission de combat terrestre, ce qui est explicitement exclu dans la résolution. These contributions are for a period of up to 6 months. Let me be clear on the objectives of this intervention. We intend to significantly degrade the capabilities of ISIL, specifically its ability to either engage in military movements of scale or to operate bases in the open. Cette mission arrêtera la propagation de l'État islamique dans la région et diminuera de beaucoup sa capacité de mener des attaques terroristes à l'extérieur de la région. Pour être clair, disons que cette intervention ne permettra pas d'éliminer cette organisation terroriste, ni de garantir automatiquement que notre forme de gouvernance puisse prendre sa place en Irak ou en Syrie. Elle permettra toutefois de donner la possibilité d'autres de le faire. But again, to be clear, while ISIL will not be eliminated, the risks presented from the territory in which it operates will be significantly reduced to those of other similar ungoverned spaces in the broader region. There are, Mr. Speaker, two other matters on which I wish to elaborate. First, the resolution confirms the Government of Canada's intention to strike ISIL and its allies. ISIL. Mais nous allons attaquer l'État islamique uniquement là où le Canada a l'appui du gouvernement du pays en question. We will strike ISIL where, and only where, Canada has the clear support of the government of that country. At present, this is only true in Iraq. If it were to become the case in Syria, then we will participate in airstrikes against ISIL in that country also. Le gouvernement du Canada ne cache le dégoût que nous inspirent les actions du régime Assad. Mais ce que nous faisons, c'est participer à une opération antiterroriste contre l'État islamique et ses alliés. Nous ne voulons faire la guerre à aucun gouvernement dans la région. Second, let me assure Canadians that the government is seized with the necessity of avoiding a prolonged quagmire in this part of the world. Les actions que nous avons annoncées sont des actions auxquelles il sera relativement facile de mettre fin. Indeed, we and our allies are acting now precisely to avoid a situation that was clearly headed to a wider, protracted, and much more dangerous conflict. Let me also say that the military measures we are taking do not in any way preclude humanitarian actions. There is no either-or here. Horrifiés par des souffrances humaines, nous fournissons déjà des abris d'urgence et des soins médicaux d'urgence à des milliers de civils en Irak, en soutenant des organisations humanitaires présentes sur le terrain, ainsi qu'une assistance substantielle au gouvernement de l'Irak. This is in addition to large-scale financial assistance already being furnished to the significant number of countries in the region that have been impacted by the humanitarian catastrophe in Syria. Let me also assure Canadians that the government will continue to be seized with the broader terrorist threats against Canada. We have strengthened laws in this country to deal with the issue of so-called Canadian foreign fighters. Nous avons élargi les motifs de révocation du passeport des gens qui participent à des activités terroristes. Et nous avons pris des mesures pour retirer la citoyenneté aux personnes de cette sorte ayant une double citoyenneté. We will soon bring forward additional measures to strengthen the ability of our security services to monitor aspiring terrorists, to, where possible, prevent their return to Canada, or to, where that is not possible, give greater tools to be able to charge and prosecute. Mr. Speaker, to return to the matter before us today, I urge all members to consider and to support the motion we have presented. I do this, Mr. Speaker, in recognizing that in a democracy, especially one approaching an election, there is rarely political upside in supporting any kind of military action and little risk in opposing it. Néanmoins, pour assurer la sécurité régionale et mondiale et bien sûr la sécurité des Canadiens et des Canadiennes, cette intervention est nécessaire. The evidence of the necessity, Mr. Speaker, there is none better than the fact that the mission has been launched by President Obama, the leader who had withdrawn American troops and proudly ended the war in Iraq. Of course, Mr. Speaker, one could say that while the mission is evidently necessary, we don't have to be the ones doing it because others will. But, Mr. Speaker, throughout our history, that has never been the Canadian way. To do only It has never been the Canadian way to do only the most easy and praiseworthy of actions and to leave the tough things for others. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, colleagues, we should be under no illusion. If Canada wants to keep its voice in the world, and we should, since so many of our challenges are global, being a free rider means you are not taken seriously. La menace que présente l'État islamique est bien réelle, elle est grave, elle est explicitement dirigée en partie contre notre pays. Left unchecked, this terrorist threat can only grow and grow quickly. As a government, we know our ultimate responsibility is to protect Canadians and to defend our citizens from those who would do harm to us or our families. Nous savons aussi que notre pays, comme ses alliés, partagent l'obligation, le fardeau, qui incombe à toutes les populations libres, celui de s'élever contre ce qui menace le monde, quand il est en son pouvoir de le faire. And when our allies recognize and respond to a threat that would also harm us, we Canadians do not stand on the sidelines, we do our part. Lundi, la Chambre débattra de la motion présentée en faveur d'une campagne de combat aérien contre l'État islamique. I call on all members of this House to show their support for this mission and, of course, our support for the brave men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces who are now and always ready and willing to answer the call of their country.